It's recording, so...
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, go.
Right, my name's David Joe Neilson. I live at 318B South Coast Road, Peacehaven, and I was the member of the public that solved the Katrina Taylor murder. The top flat at 318 South Coast Road was being used by a criminal called Mark Slade, aka Marcel Sulk. I had been in contact with the police and passing them information on about what the gang was doing. Katrina was murdered on the 4th of July. About 3 days afterwards, I got a phone call from Chris Hastings of Brighton Police Intelligence threatening me that he's going to have me locked up and he's going to have nothing more to do with me, and you know, next place I'll see you will be at Hotel Lewis. And then he slammed the phone down. Well, I was totally traumatised. But the thing is, this is where the time factor comes in. As I was saying, I'm quite a good investigator. And anyway, what happened was, because Slade's gang was upstairs, I was keeping a virtual record, because the building here is not soundproof at all, of comings and goings. And so anyway, what happened was, as I said, Katrina was murdered on the 4th, and I was threatened on about the 7th by Sussex Police. Meant I had nobody to go to, totally traumatised. Now, on the 10th of July, I uncovered some information that led me to believe that Simon Williams was a person involved in the murder of Katrina Taylor. I went back on my diaries for the 5th of July. This is the morning after the murder. Simon Williams was in the top flat, and this flat was top flat 318B South Coast Road, was being used by Mark Slade for major fraud and drug stealing, all covered up by Sussex Police. And as I said, the building is not soundproof. So the morning after Katrina was murdered, Simon Williams was in the top flat, and his actions were extremely strange. He was continually picking the phone up, dialing a number, picking the phone up, dialing a number, and I don't know, 20, 30 times or more. Also, he slammed the door on the flat. Then I saw him walk past my kitchen and go and sit by the drain at the back of the property. Then he came back into the house, and about half an hour later he still tried to get hold of someone on the telephone. So about half an hour to an hour later, he actually goes back and sits by the drain again. So I was watching things, and I saw him sort of at the drain, and I saw his hand move. I didn't quite know what was going on. But then I was getting rather annoyed, because every time he slammed the door, the whole building shook. Well, he came back upstairs again, and I heard him trying on the phone. Eventually, he got hold of whoever it was he was trying to get hold of. Then he went out again, slammed the door, and the whole building shook. And I was going to thought, right, if he walks around the back of the building, I'm going to have a go at him. Well, what happened was, his white Renault car was parked on the main South Coast Road, outside of 318 South Coast Road, Peacehaven. And he came out, and I thought, and then I saw him, he had a sort of holdall in his hand, and I thought, oh, he's going to put that in the back of the car. But no, he didn't. He went across the main road, and he walked off out of my line of vision. Obviously, he gave that bag to someone. Now, the telephone calls that were made that day, the police have covered up. Completely, and utterly. Also, all the calls made from the upstairs number, Sussex Police have erased them all. And just at a point 8 months later, because I used to have an itemised telephone bill, because of all the trauma and everything else, at the time I never looked, then I went and looked at my itemised bill, and I found all my calls I'd made to Sussex Police, etc., and to fraud departments, all of them had been wiped completely off my bill. So that is one part. Also,